Hey love bugs, and welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley, and today we'll be installing, styling, and slaying this beautiful wig featuring my first wig. You guys can see I added some wand curls and it came out super beautiful. The hair itself already had a gorgeous, nice wave pattern to it, curl pattern to it, and we just went ahead and accentuated that with the hot tools. Also, we did go ahead and wear this one glueless. As you guys can see, I did not use any glue. It lifts right up. So today you'll be definitely learning how I achieved that. Also, one of the things that we highlighted today was how to cut the lace around the ear. It's very simple and easy when you've done it so many times. I think a lot of times we are in our own head and we think about it too much. Worst case scenario, you cut a little bit into the hair. As long as you're not like way up here, you know, cutting a milli-inch right here won't be the end of the world. But I'm definitely going to go slow and teach you guys how I cut the excess lace around the ear to make it fit around my ear super nice and flat. So if you're interested in seeing how I installed this wig, cut the lace around the ear, made it glueless, and styled the hair, keep on watching. Jumping right into it, you guys already know MyFirstWig has some of the best packaging on the market. Inside of your box, you'll find our wig, which comes in this beautiful bag here. You also got some COVID masks, edge tamer, and then you also got this Ziploc bag, or it's a Ziploc style reusable, and it has some goodies in there that I'll show later. They also included their lace glue, which matches the edge tamer, so fetch. Inside of the sleeve, you also had some wig caps. This is our beautiful wig here. As you guys can see, she is so gorgeous. You'll see all throughout the video how much shine, sheen, bounce, and just how amazing she is all together. She also includes that adjustable elastic band for a little bit of control and comfort as far as the wig fit goes. This is what she looks like on, and I'm going to be using a product from BedeckBeauty.com. This is our precision comb. I love this for braids as well as parting out hair and just for everything. It's everything. This is the hairline on the wig. I did mention that it's pre-plucked. They do an amazing job at pretty much living up to their name, MyFirstWigs, and this is definitely a first wig friendly website where all of their wigs are geared for and prepared for anyone who is a beginner to be able to install, style, and slay without any expertise. This is that reusable Ziploc I mentioned. Inside are some clips and a customized comb of their own. It does have their logo embossed. I'm going to slow the video down and show you how to cut the lace around the ear. This for me is very easy, but obviously 5, 6, 7 years ago when I started out, it definitely gave me a hard time. So assuming that you are a beginner or maybe even intermediate, I kind of just want to give you a spiel or a lowdown on how I do it step by step. So first of all, move all of the hair in the opposite direction. You'll take your precision comb and you'll just pretty much use it as a guide to kind of part the hair out around the ear. Literally use that tail end to comb and part the hair so that all of the hair that needs to be cut, i.e. all of the hair that sits below the ear, can move down, and the hair that you want to keep will move up. Clip up the hair that you want to keep up, and then you could use a scissors of any size. These are some mini scissors that I received from their sister company, but you can also just use your regular shears, your hair shears that you use to cut off your hairline, and just cut all of the hair that you already separated. The key for a beginner is to separate and cut out the hair that you want. You can also take the wig off once you separate the hair and you clip up the hair you want to keep up and away. You can also take the wig off, put it on a wig head or lay it flat on the countertop and have at it and cut away. That way you can see your work. I highly recommend that you keep the wig on so that you can make sure that you are not cutting too high up. But that really is all it is to it. There really is no smoke and mirrors. There is no expertise. You don't need a cosmetology license to do this step. It honestly is so easy. It just takes patience, practice, and watching my hair tutorials, of course. So this side, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to show you how I do it. Instead of separating the hair with a comb and a clip, I just use my finger And I kind of separate the hair. As you guys can, I use my fingers as like scissors. I separated it, and as you guys can see, the same exact amount of hair was cut as on the opposite side. So this just shows you, like, once you become advanced, you won't need to necessarily separate it, and you'll get the same result. The key to it is pretty much just cutting along your ear. So using your ear as like the line. You know, when you cut when you were younger, you cut inside of the black line. Well, use your ear as that black line. Cut inside of that black line, separating the hair with your fingers so that you don't cut too much into the hair. Now that you've had that tutorial, be sure to go ahead and favorite this video. That way you can go back always for that cute little demo. Now let's go ahead and install and style the remainder of the wig. So I'm using those same mini scissors. I'll have a pair linked in the description box. These are very good for getting in there like really close and making sure you get a precision cut. I'm going to take a little bit of the edge control from bedeck with my finger and just push all of the hair backwards. You kind of want to make sure your hair underneath is as neat and flat as possible so that it just doesn't get in the way of your install. Next, let's go ahead and do a semi-bond. We're going to use this glueless adhesive from ORS, and I'm just going to take and pretty much glue down the ear tabs. When it comes to a glueless install, you can do it 100% glueless install with closure wigs, and you can sometimes pull it off with frontals, but I do find it a little bit harder when you have those actual ear tabs. I'll also show you how I kind of just tuck them back sometimes when I don't want to glue it down. So on the other side, I glued it. On this side, I'm just going to tuck it back, and as you guys can see, it works either ways. In the center, we're not going to glue it down because the wig actually fits very flat, neat, and it doesn't move. Like if I move it, it's going to move, but it fits my head glueless. Again, the ear tabs are just the only part that may lift, and again, you can cut those out and then the wig will fit glueless at that point. Now that we've decided on a side part, let's go ahead and stamp it out. I'm going to use this wax stick link down below, and I'm going to go ahead and just work that in really well. You want to blend it out if any product is appearing white. This is also going to help it to start to form, to lay flat. I'm going to pair it with our electric hot comb, and you want to make sure that your hot comb is not too hot if you're going to be wearing it or you're going to be using it while the wig is on your head. And I just take my time. This is not my real hair, so I don't mind doing extra heat passes to get the desired look. I'm going to go on the opposite side as well and just make sure that everything is flat, smooth, salon quality, and frizz free. I'll even take it in the front to the hairline, being sure not to burn myself. I did use the wax from bedeck simply because I almost forgot that they included their product, which is very similar. This edge tamer does an amazing job, and I wanted to showcase that on my channel and just show how amazing it will give a nice, flat, salon quality, smooth, frizz-free install, and then it will also leave a nice shine as well without being too oily or weighing the hair down. Since this is glueless, it is important for me to get the hairline as snatched as possible with this product paired with the electric hot comb, just to make sure that everything looks nice and flawless and looks like it's coming out of the scalp. Now that we're done with that, we're going to do minimal baby hair today. I am using a edge brush from bedeck paired with a mousse from the same company, and I'm just going to go in and just kind of swoop a little piece, like a little few hairs around that parting. When there is like lace, sometimes I get a little bit insecure when there's absolutely no baby hair, because I kind of feel like just no matter what complexion you are in person, lace is lace. Like, it doesn't matter how amazing it looks, even with your favorite celebrity stylist install a wig, in person you can still see lace. The goal is not to make it not look like lace, more so to make it look like amazing lace. So I like to sometimes camouflage it with a little bit of baby hair. I feel like when baby hair covers the lace, that's the best way to cover it so you don't see that line. So like I said, we want it just a little bit and keep it like tasteful, if you will. Now we're going to go in with a, what do you call these things? A wand curler. And we're just going to curl the ends of the hair. It already had nice body to it. I just wanted to amp it up and see if this wig would hold a curl. And I promise you it did not disappoint. When I started out in that very first piece, it wasn't hot enough quite yet. So we're just going back and making smaller sections with that front piece. We basically divided it in half and then did the same curls, and it came out perfect. No hairspray needed. This wig holds a curl like a dream. I did the opposite side off of camera, and as you guys can see, the curls are nice and soft, not weighed down, no product on the ends, and they are beautiful. And if you think this is amazing, wait until I comb them out. They are perfect, flawless, amazing, everything you want and more. So a quick lip break, I'm going to be putting on my chestnut lip liner from MAC. Can you believe I went like maybe 6 months without this lip liner? I've been trying to try different lip liners from different companies, and I found a bunch of favorites, but nothing beats chestnut. I paired it with this butter gloss from NYX, and I loved that look and how it complemented my shirt. And I added just a little bit of Myth from MAC on top. Now I'm going to go in with a wide to comb and just play with the hair and kind of pull out the curls. I don't want to keep the tight curls. I want to turn them into waves. So I'm just kind of training the hair in the way it should go. You will notice sometimes when I move the wig that the other side was not bonded down. Honestly, I don't bond my wigs down if I don't have to. So in the process of styling, you can kind of see that when I move it. But I did go ahead and tuck that back and kind of cheat. I feel like if I don't have to bond it down and use product, I won't. Last step for me is powder. Use powder in the hairline. This one is from Too Faced. It's a little bit too light for my complexion. Also used it in the hairline and it was way too light. So I went over with a Black Radiance palette. This one is a contour palette and it was too dark. So I made a medium with the Ruby Kiss 3D palette and now it is perfect. Okay. I am completely done with this look and I am feeling it. So today's focus was going to be how to install and style this hair. More specifically, how to cut off the excess hair around the lace. Now, I'm a pro because I probably have cut off hundreds of excess lace around the ear. You guys know this is one of the first steps I do when I'm installing my wigs. So I kind of have just had a hand at practice. I always mention to you guys when it comes to this whole process of installing and styling your hair, practice is what's going to make you comfortable. Practice is what's going to make you an expert. Trial and error is going to help you to understand what not to do, if that makes any sense. And that was a look at what the wig looks like from the back. For some reason, I like it tucked behind the ear. If you know me, you've been following me for a while, you know I typically prefer one side kind of tucked. All the details on this wig, of course, are listed in the description box, as well as a link to this wig. You guys know I've worked with MyFirstWig quite a few times, so of course you can find tons of videos featuring MyFirstWig all over my channel. Also, everything I used to complete this look is listed and linked in the description box. So go ahead and check the description box for all the tea on everything you've seen in this video before you leave out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!